welcome to Sandra's Bible Tales. Today I'm going to go over the book of Daniel and I'm going to go over chapter 3. And in chapter 3 we see that King Nebuchadnezzar, he makes an image made out of gold and he tells the people, he wants the people to worship the image, right? But the Jews, which are Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, refuse to bow down to the image that the king made. So messengers go back to the king and they say, look, these Jews are rebelling against you and they don't want to worship your God. So the king gets upset and he tells them, is this true? And they said, yeah, this is true. They said, we only worship our God. So the king gets upset and he says, well, when I did the ordinance, I says that anyone who did not worship the image would go into a burning furnace. He was so upset that he says, now I want the burning furnace to be 7 times hotter than what it usually is. So he says that the king told them to strap up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them in the burning furnace. Now the men who threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the burning furnace immediately died because the flames were coming out and they completely died. However, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fell down into the furnace. However, they did not die. And they were no longer strapped. They were in freedom. And the king was astonished because they can see. I guess it was like a glass or something. I don't know what there was. But he can see in the burning fire, in the burning furnace. And he told his people, is it me? Am I going crazy? He's like, it looks like there's 4 men in there, but we only put 3. And he goes, and the 4th one looks like the image of the Son of God, the living God. And so they said, quickly, take them out because nothing had happened to them. Quickly, take them out. So they took them out of the burning furnace. And when they took them out, it says that their hair was not burned. They didn't smell like burn. Nothing. They were perfectly fine. One thing is that when the king had told Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, we're going to throw you in the burning furnace. He's like, good. He's like, oh, it's okay. God will deliver us. And if God doesn't deliver us, we would still not worship your God. We only worship our God, one God, right? So the king says, you know what? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, your God is the living God. So here we see again, like we saw with Daniel, that the king again says, the God that you serve, the God of the Jews, is the true and the living God. And then he even says, blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and delivered his servants who believed in him, trusted in, and relied on him. And they set aside the king's command and yielded their bodies rather than serve or worship any God except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that any people, nation, and language that speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces and their houses be made of a dunghill. For there is no other God who can deliver in this way. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. And that is chapter 3. I love it. I love how these people, because they would not compromise, were able to glorify the living and true God. Thanks for watching Sandra Bible Tales. I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.